We created this company 2 years ago because of two major trends and shifts that we saw in the industry. One being the content was changing, the content necessary to reach a younger demographic of people was changing, and also distribution. People are not watching content the same places they did 10 years ago. And we saw that happening at a much faster rate than we ever anticipated, and we were really capturing both the distribution and the content side of what does this look like, what does cable look like in the next 10 years? The model is broken, how do we reinvent it? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You always find older people trying to categorize millennials in that way, in that capacity, and it's just not true. Millennials are financially savvy, they're interested in their future, they're interested in the companies transforming their future, and they're very smart. And the fact that people have categorized or miscategorized millennials for the past few years as being lazy and entitled, that's a generalization that just isn't true anymore. And we're programming for the audience that is young but is affluent. They're making money, they're climbing the ladders, and they're the future leaders of these companies. So we're finance endemic first and foremost. So we are a financial news brand for a younger demographic. The interesting thing about that is we are the only place that these finance companies, credit cards, banks, mortgage, can reach the audience that we have. They are looking to reach their future consumer, their consumer that isn't so future consumer because they're actively looking for houses, looking to use banks that have their best interest in mind. So we're the only place they can reach them. We also give them a meaningful experience with our advertising where they're able to program their messaging around relevant editorial content. So not only are they able to showcase their tools in a very natural and organic way, they're also able to own a content topic. And that's really, really unique for what we're doing, but it also positions them to be having a natural dialogue with their future customers and their consumers. And I don't think anyone else is really doing that right now. I mean, I'm not completely. I think you have to have a Facebook strategy. Facebook is still one of the major players, one of the major publishers. They know what they're doing, but to rely solely on Facebook distribution is dangerous. You're not going to be able to put all of your eggs in that basket and come out unscathed. They pull the triggers. They are able to turn their knobs and adjust the algorithm and dictate what people see. And not being in control of where people are seeing your content is really dangerous. It's inherently dangerous to any sort of business model. And how do you not have predictability into where people find you? How do you not put yourself in a well-lit environment around other relevant content? I think it's just a dangerous model to really put all of your bets on. I think they have been great for top of the funnel awareness. They have massive reach, but people are not going to watch hours of our content on Facebook. And I think a lot of publishers that have made the mistake of putting all their entire bet on Facebook are seeing it now. Now they're coming out and saying Facebook needs to pay publishers. Facebook needs to be regulated by the government. Like there are all these public outcries, and I think we never positioned ourselves to get into that area where we would need to panic every month when Facebook turned the dial. I think we are looking to compete, and again, in a way where we are consistently rebooting what has worked for older generations and demographics for younger people, whether that be a QVC for a younger audience, whether that be older content types that we can really think about what does this look like for a younger demographic. The technology's there, or the cloud cost efficient structure, we're able to staff a cable network with 10 people running 8 hours a day, where it takes an incumbent thousands of people. So as the technology evolves, as broadband gets faster, people are able to have more control. Technology is at their fingertips, and we want to be where people are. If Spotify is creating shows that you can listen to in your car, we want to be there. Amazon Alexa, home voice, I think that's a really big part. We want people to be able to consume us either in hour increments or in snippets, and I think that's sort of where we follow the technology, and we let it lead us, and we make the decisions and we pull the trigger very quickly.